Alright, sorry, to finish up 9.5 and 9.6, this movie got cut off there. I was saying that the discriminant, remember when we were looking at the quadratic formula, the discriminant was that b squared minus 4ac value that was underneath the square root. It would tell us the amount of solutions and what kind of solutions we'd have to the equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Remember, if it was negative, we would get imaginary solutions. If it was a perfect square, we would end up getting rational solutions, where if it wasn't a perfect square, it would give us radicals or irrational solutions. It also tells us something about the x-intercepts, because we now have found out that solving this equation for 0 gives us our x-intercepts of the graph. So it also, not only does it tell us the solutions, what kind of solutions we have to this equation, it tells us the number of x-intercepts that we're going to have. Okay. So if the b squared minus 4ac, okay, when you have your equation in this form, if b squared minus 4ac gives you a positive result, well, that's going to give us two intercepts, two x-intercepts. Okay. Just like it would give us two answers with the quadratic formula. If our b squared minus 4ac equals 0, well, if you remember when you use the quadratic formula, you get plus or minus that value. If you have 0, plus or minus doesn't change anything. So your two solutions end up being one solution. In other words, you're going to have one x-intercept. You may think, how is that possible with a graph? If you only have one x-intercept, it's going to be your vertex. It'd be like if your quadratic came down, hit the x-axis, and came back up. So your x-intercept would be a vertex. Okay? Or if it opened downward and it hit there at the x-intercept and kept going down. Okay? So that's how that would be possible. And then lastly, what if you get that negative? What if b squared minus 4ac is negative? Yeah, it will give us imaginary answers, but we can't graph those imaginary solutions. So that's going to give us no x-intercepts. So that'd be a graph that doesn't even cross the x-axis. It's either below the x-axis and opening downward, or above the x-axis and opening upward, but never touching the x-axis. And that is it for 9.5 and 9.6.